You're listening to the Betoota Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5. Welcome back to the Betoota Advocate Weekly Bulletin. There's been a lot going on in the news. Our Prime Minister seems to be fighting for his political life. Errol Parker's still considered a close contact and in quarantine after he went to the Lord Kidman Hotel and ordered a schooner just a couple metres away from a couple of boomers that had come through, snuck up the old Ice Road Highway from New South Wales up there at Cunnamulla. So he's a close contact. We've got 2 weeks of this. But we're holding the fort well. How are you, Wendell?
Yeah, I'm all right, Clancy. It seems like it's all around us at the moment, all this COVID, but what do you do other than just keep on trucking? How are you going?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I'm enjoying it. Queensland, obviously, not a big concern unless you're, in Errol's position where you're unlucky enough to be exposed to someone from down south with that Bondi itchy lung. Mm-hmm. But, look, doing well, mate. Pubs are still open, laughing.
Yeah, thankfully they locked those boomers up. Now let's get into it with the biggest story of the week. The headline reads, Report, Scotty, you have well and truly fucked this one, mate.
Yes, with major capitals and now even the regions in lockdown this week, it was revealed that the man in charge of the country has made a real fucking meal of this whole thing. The report was released as huge numbers of the Australian population are currently unable to go to work to earn enough money to compete with the cost of living in this country in 2021 and also pay enough tax to ensure that our Prime Minister takes home a salary of $500,000 a year. Not $1 has been spent on federal quarantine systems to prevent these lockdowns, and there's a distinct lack of forward thinking to our vaccine rollout. It's been confirmed that this is probably the biggest fuck up to date, and that's saying something because we're talking about a bloke who caught an aeroplane to Hawaii in the middle of the biggest bushfire disaster our country's ever seen.
Yeah, even bigger than Hawaii, they're saying. But hey, we've got new car parks and change rooms in marginal federal seats and a trade war with China. So that's something to think about. Yeah,
mate, that's it's all about what doesn't make the headlines. That's what true leaders are focused on.
Now, as a result of this story, we broke another big one. Grandpa Kev has dragged Scotty out of the surf after catching him trying to pull a Harold Holt. And we managed to snag an exclusive picture of the scene too. Morrison about chest deep in the water trying to make a swimmer for it. Quite incredible, so head to the website if you want to read more on that one.
Yeah, it was quite the incident, actually, and it has people hailing Grandpa Kev a hero. He successfully pulled a bedraggled Prime Minister from the very same beach that the Honourable Harold Holt disappeared from in 1967. After a couple months of disastrous media conferences and no progress on the vaccine rollout, Prime Minister reportedly decided he was just going to swim out to sea and get lost.
Yeah, but Kev able to drag him back in before he got away, braved the rough surf and got him back in safely.
He's really been taking the mentorship father figure thing to a new level ever since he did pick up the phone to the Pfizer executives and helped Scotty accelerate the vaccine arrivals. We're just lucky that we have this retired Brisbane statesman ready to help out.
Yeah, very commendable. Down in Sydney now, and a bloke working at a Bankstown bottle-o has revealed he got called champ 4,563 times on day one of the construction ban.
Yes, a Sydney-based champion has had a big week, with developers and tradies unable to get Gladys to backpedal on her construction ban. A Bankstown bottle shop employee said it's been nose to the grindstone all week long.
Yeah, 25-year-old Abik explained to us that it was like nothing he'd ever experienced before, with the usual 3 p.m. rush occurring at 9 a.m. and lasting all the way until close. He said, it's Western Sydney, so I've got a few bros and a couple of usses too. But yes, it's been overwhelmingly champ or chief all day long. Now, in another major city that's in lockdown, Adelaide's streets have been completely deserted this week due to them being located in Adelaide.
Now, this one was one of the cutest stories of the week. With South Australia notching a few cases, Premier Stephen Marshall was forced to shut the city of churches down. And that led to some photos shocking the rest of the nation, with images of Adelaide's main streets completely deserted. A kangaroo was even spotted hopping down one on the main road. But as was pointed out, it doesn't really have anything to do with public health measures, and that picture was actually taken a couple months ago when there were no restrictions at all.
And we had a comment on that one from Stuart Beatson, who said, please be gentle, it's our second time. We aren't lockdown pros like the rest of you guys. And there was some big news in the sporting world this week. Brisbane won its Olympics bid, and the rest of Australia said, cool, I guess.
Yes, London, Rio, Tokyo, Paris, LA, the brown snake. That's big news from Tokyo this week, and it had the Premier, the Prime Minister looking for a distraction, and the developers in Brisbane and a few other locals very excited. However, while winning a one-horse race did draw cheers from those stakeholders, it elicited somewhat of a shrug from the rest of the nation. And they said, cool, I guess. Happy for you guys.
Yeah, it did get even better for our Premier, though, with the Queensland boss shutting the border to New South Wales a short time after that. And as Anastasia Palaszczuk said to us, days don't get much better than this.
And that's it from us this week. Thank you for tuning in to the Betoota Weekly Bulletin. I'm Clancy Overell. Hooroo.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.